Hey everyone, November 1st is 2 days away, so I want to make sure that we're all on the same page with what's going to be happening, what's going to be taking place. Um, First of all, I just wanted to let people know that we do not have point people in every state. We don't have a leader in every state. We have them in the states where we got responses that there were going to be bigger gatherings. So we've organized for that. But the states that we didn't really get much of a response from, we still want you to show up. But there might not be a person from Ribbons for Rescue there. So we're going to go over what everything's going to look like. So as you gather at your state capitol, you'll know exactly what's to take place. The number one, that these gatherings are a peaceful demonstration. It's not a protest. It's not a rally. It's a peaceful demonstration of a couple things. Number one, we're asking people to wear orange or an orange ribbon or something to signify that we are giving a demonstration that we are people who stand with the persecuted Christians in the Middle East and around the globe. That this is an issue that we as the church are rising up to, and that we are taking a stand for that. The reason we're meeting at our state capitol buildings is, as American citizens, we're saying, okay, we are putting on a display to show that we are taking our voice back, and we're no longer going to rely just on our leaders to do everything, but that we are taking back our leadership role as the citizens in this nation, using our voice on behalf of those whose voice have been taken away. We're no longer going to believe the lie that our voice doesn't matter, that one person can't make a difference, that our vote doesn't matter, all of that stuff, all of those lies that people are beginning to believe right now. No, we're standing up and saying, we're in front of the Capitol building. We are people who are taking back our authority as American citizens. And as the church, we're saying, okay, we are the church, and we're taking back the authority that God has given us to take a stand. So it's a peaceful demonstration. We're asking you to wear your orange as a sign of solidarity with the church. What the main purpose of the event is to unify the church on a couple things. Number one, we're going to start by educating people with our State of the Global Church address. We're going to talk about where around the globe this is happening, what the numbers are, what we're looking at, and so everybody can be on the same page about how this is taking place and where. Then we're going to go through ways to pray, and we're going to take time to pray through specific prayer points. We're going to educate the church on how to pray about this. I know so many people, this is on their heart, but they feel like they don't have the words. So this will give you specific things that as you go from here to your own prayer times, you'll be equipped to begin to just go right into prayer about this. And then we're also going to be putting forth what our call to Congress is going to be, the response that we would like to see our nation take in regards to what's going on here. And it's not just a response, it's a proactive change in our nation to go back to being a place of religious freedom and being a voice of freedom, really being the leaders of the free world, using our voice as a nation to really bring about the peaceful processes that freedom allow. And so everybody will be getting a copy of that document as well. We've contacted every single member of Congress. We've called all of their offices, and we've sent them all this document so they know exactly what we are calling for. So we're wanting to call the church to be proactive in the direction that our nation takes rather than reactive. It seems like we've come to a place where we'll wait for something bad to happen, and then we'll react, and then it'll kind of slowly fade away, and we won't do anything real about it. Well, now we're calling people to say, no, let's not be reactive anymore. Let's be proactive to really push the direction that our nation is going to go. So those are the three main things that are going to be taking place. We're going to educate the church on what's going on around the world, the numbers. We're going to give ways to pray and pray through those as we're there together, really unifying the church. And we're going to present what the call to Congress is going to be. And then we're going to give you all the contact information for your congressmen and women, because they're going to be expecting your phone calls and your emails. And we've said that you're going to call, that you're going to email, and that we're going to say, okay, how can we make these things happen? How can we move forward with these things? And we're going to offer ourselves to the men and women of the Congress to say, okay, we want to help push this forward. Let us know what we should do to come alongside you, because you need to do this. You need to be this voice. So the final thing is I want to let people know that this gathering on November 1st, All Saints Day, this is a launching place. This is not a final event. We are not resting all our hopes in lots of people showing up at these things. This is a launching place for the church and people across the nation to say, okay, it's where we go from here that matters. We're making a declaration and putting on a display with our lives and our presence being there by saying, to say this matters. This is a big deal. This is a matter of importance. Who our nation is and what our response are to these things. Our family in the Middle East, the people in the Middle East and around the globe who are being killed for their faith. This is a big thing. And we're displaying this with our actions today. It's a beginning place. What happens from there as we call our Congress, as we put forth these things, as we continue to pray, as we stay informed, the choices, the voice that we use, all of that, that's what's really going to matter after all of this. Once we are on a level playing field, once we all are on the same standing ground, and that's what, again, that's what this Sunday is about, is to get everybody on the same page. This is what it looks like. This is what's going on. This is how we can pray, and this is how we can move forward. So we're excited. We're excited for you to be there. If you need copies of any of these documents, I'd encourage you to print them out and bring them with you. The ones where we have, the states where we do have point people, there will be handouts there. But the states that we do not, obviously we don't have a way to get the handouts there. So there are copies of all of these documents on our Facebook page, on all of the event pages. Every single state that we have listed as an event, there's a copy of the agenda for the morning, the prayer points, the call to Congress, and the State of the Global Church Address. So print those out and bring them with you, and be the voice, be the one to call this. I know what here in New Hampshire, what it's going to look like. It's going to be a family gathering. We're going to come around. We're going to get on the same page. We're going to pray together, and we're going to say this is what we're going to do to move forward. And we encourage you wherever you are to do the same thing. We have the full printout of the State of the Global Church Address. You don't have to come up with anything. We've got that information for you. We have the full printout of our call to Congress. It lists exactly what we're asking our nation to do. And so print a copy of those things, print a copy of the agenda, and show up. And even if you're the only one, or if there's 2 of you or 3 of you, that's okay. Come together on the same page. It is so important that we come together and we be unified in our response for this. So we look forward to having you there. We're so thankful that you're taking a stand, that you've taken notice of what the media has tried to hide for so long, and saying this is important, we're going to do this. We look forward to what's going to happen from here on out. Thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing you at the Capitol, 10 a.m. to noon.